Hi everyone, it's Charismatic YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. And today I'm going to go through my round 20 tips, and I will be doing my round 21 tips as well. If you're returning Magpies, welcome, like and comment. If you are new and you are watching this for the first time, like, comment and subscribe. If you like the videos I'm making, it means well to me. On the way to 200 subscribers, and I appreciate the love and support. Alright, so the games that we had, I picked St Kilda against Carlton, and got that tip wrong. I picked Bulldogs against Adelaide, got that one right. I picked West Coast against Collingwood, got that wrong, and I regret not picking my boys. I did have absolutely doubts on that. There's like 2 or 3 games there, if I were to be honest. I picked Fremantle against Richmond, got that correct. I picked Essendon against Sydney, got that incorrect. I picked Port Adelaide against GWS, got that correct. I picked Brisbane against Hawthorn in Tassie, got that incorrect. And Bulldogs versus Adelaide, I picked Gold Coast Suns against Melbourne, got that incorrect. So that's about 8 or 9 games. If I do think of any, I'll let you guys know on the front. But having said that, let's get through. Okay, Geelong versus GWS on a Friday night. Now, this game is interesting because Geelong... Oh, and I also picked Geelong against North Melbourne, got that correct as well. So that was one nice game as much as possible. Look, Geelong beat North Melbourne and did it pretty comfortably in the end. GWS, they're inconsistent. Finals chances on the line, and they fuck it up as usually. So I'm going to pick Geelong by 29 points. I think this will be an easy game for the Cats to win. And to be honest, I think it's how we're going to see it. Carlton versus Gold Coast. Oh. Now, Gold Coast and Carlton at Marvel Stadium. I'm going to say Carlton by 22 points. But this is a type of game that Carlton is. And again, they're not fully trustworthy. I don't trust them as much as possible. I think this is the type of game that they should be winning, but at the end of the day, you can't fully trust them at all. So that's why I'm going for Carlton on this one. Richmond versus North Melbourne. I'm going North by 30 points. I just think at the moment, Richmond are poor and North Melbourne have got nothing to lose. They play really good football, showing the reason why, how hard they have to work. They almost got the job done, and you think as well, on top of that you've got to perform really well. Nearly got the job done. That just tells you how good that they are. So North by 30. St Kilda versus Sydney. This is the type of game that I see both teams really going hard at it. Look, I think St Kilda played one bad game or a bad quarter or two. I think, having said that, I think Sydney will win. I think Sydney are a bit more a mature side. They can play the fast, quick games, and both coaches went in, especially when Sydney play against Essendon, and they're like, well, we can't stop the other team from scoring. Let's just try and hope that we score more than the opposition. I think with St Kilda, you can stop the run through the corridor and stop their game plan working out. So I think in that case, you have to go Sydney by 25 points. Would not surprise me at all on top of that. And Adelaide versus Port at the Showdown. There's 15,000 at the ground. So who knows this? I hope the pair's watching this because I'm going to have to back his boys in. 40 points, I reckon. They're in great form, Port Adelaide, as much as possible. Can't deny that at all. Hawthorn versus Collingwood in a really interesting game. I still think Collingwood are a better team than Hawthorn based on how we played. And we played wonderful football to smash West Coast. And the only reason why this is at Tasmania to sell it is because this would have been at the MCG. Last time we played in Tasmania was, I think it was 2015 on top of that. So we have got the record as well to really perform well. Having said that, I think this is going to be a Collingwood win. I'm going to say 35 points. I think Hawthorn allows teams like Brisbane to come back. Hawthorn's got that game, that kick mark game plan, and it's easy enough for them to do. I just think with a team that is more desperate, more harder, we can certainly stop that and really make it harder for the Hawks as well. The game never looked likely it was going to be, a disappointing loss to us. If we play like this, and I think because the recent form as well, that Hawthorn have lost to North Melbourne, and they haven't been teams that they probably should. They lost to Adelaide as well on top of that. We beat Adelaide, they drew against Melbourne, we beat Melbourne. Apart from that, I think they're a bit more inconsistent in their game plan. I think, that they're not now that Sam Mitchell's going to be the coach going forward. Just think at the moment, the way that we're playing a lot better than Hawthorn. And to be honest, I hope we fuck them up because they're a shit team. I understand Mitchell might be a different game plan, but there's a lot of stuff that was going on behind closed doors, a lot of lying that's going in that football club at the moment. And to be honest, there's a lot says about the club as well. Look, eventually time would have been that Alistair Clarkson would have definitely had to leave Hawthorn. In having said how they treat him, in the end they sacked him. I get that as well. It was sort of like a rush decision, and who would have known if Sam Mitchell got the coaching job at Collingwood? Who knows? But the fact is that it was well known that Hawthorn wants Sam Mitchell as a coach. But having said that, he may not have got it just because we were interested and we're talking to him. I still think the way that he handled it, he didn't handle it as well as he should have. And he definitely wasn't professional. The way that you handle shit like this is, you got to be professional and you got to say, okay, look, I've applied for a Collingwood job. If I don't get it, where do I stand at this football club? Certainly there's a lot of concerns for me at Hawthorn next year. It's a list that realistically, they use all their draft picks for these type of players that they're brought in, like a Tom Mitchell, Jago Miller, and all the rest. And you just need some young kids as well, just to be able to no doubt play. This is a rebuild at this stage, so I still think that Collingwood have got a young team. I think we'll get some players back this week, I've got no doubt. Josh Dacos is certainly a chance. But we've been performing really well, so at the end of the day, it's not a surprise. Bulldogs is assessing at Marvel. The last time these two sides met, I think the Bulldogs won, but Bulldogs won by over 104 points. So I think with that, I think Essendon are a much better team. I think this will be a 15-point win to the Doggies. I think that they played well long enough to do that. 28 points, 25 points, I say, about Geelong being GWS. Still think under these conditions at Marvel, the roof will be shut. It is what is realistically on that. Another game is Fremantle versus Brisbane Lions. Brisbane haven't been in great form, to be honest. They played shit in the first half against the Gold Coast Suns, played well in the second half. They haven't performed well throughout the latest stage of the season. I think Fremantle will win, and I think they'll win by 40 points. I just don't see Brisbane winning at all. West Coast versus Melbourne, and what looks like to lose by my boys by 45 points. Melbourne are playing a lot better, certainly got a smacking win. This is the type of game that they love to play for, top 8 team. They won all against the Western Bulldogs, so it comes from that at Marvel and the MCG. I think with that, the way that Melbourne have played, I think I can trust Melbourne more than the West Coast Eagles. West Coast Eagles drop, God help the team that's in the 8th spot. But I'm going Melbourne. I'm going to say 24 points. This wouldn't be surprising if this was a belting game. An 8-day break for them in particular. Melbourne had to play on the Sunday, so I think, having said that, West Coast should be freshened up. They can play well at home, but unfortunately, they've lost games at home as well against Western Bulldogs, and they got absolutely smacked for that. So you can't really trust them on that fact. That's why I am going to pick Melbourne by 24 points. But this will not be surprising if this was a blowout as well. So I hope you guys do like this video. Look, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm my way to 200 subscribers. I love you all very much. The ones that support me through this journey, and I'm calling this as a journey because I love it. As well, for more AFL and Collingwood content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Press that notification bell on so you know when my next video is out. I will be doing a preview, but before I do that, I am going to talk about Collingwood and what I expect tomorrow. Did my AFL content this week. We'll be recapping the game on Tuesday because it's a Monday game. I think as well I'll do my review of the game. There's 2 more Collingwood games coming up this week as well on top of the AFL game, so I will do a preview for that. But until next time, love you all. This means the world to me, and see you next time.